Okay, it's the 23rd of August, 2009, and this is pretty exciting. This is the first night, Sunday, of the MOT show. I have my son, Jason Long, here with me. Rock on, Jay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah,
This is great. Yeah, we're really excited about this Hey MOT show because, you know, there's my dad, he gets so many questions through YouTube, through his website, so we thought we'd just take some of those best questions throughout the week and do a Hey MOT show. So you can submit your questions on the Hey MOT forum thread at manoftruth.org. And here we have a few. Let's get rolling, Mr. MOT.
Okay, one quick thing. Jason is totally helped me get this website going. He solicits his questions, and frankly, this would not be happening without his help. So, Jay, thanks a million. And you guys out there,
Sure.
folks, you're benefiting from him figuring out how to interview me and stuff like that. So this will be
My
good, important information. Okay, let's rock it.
All right. Hey MOT from Andy. Where do you see food prices going in the next 12 months, and what are your views on food shortages?
Andy, very relevant question. Pretty interesting because I had these books, because I love books, by my bed. The bottom one is Harvest of Sorrow, where the Soviet Union basically took out roughly 60 million people through famine. Another one's Fit for Life, which talks about food, live food. And this one here, How to Survive Through a Famine. So, extremely important question, and I've always thought it would food would become important someday, very important, in fact, a matter of life and death.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think a lot of people are feeling that. I've been studying it for years, so I'm pretty relaxed as far as how to do it. But food storage, just really quickly, you know, you can survive for 30 days without food, 3 days without water. So you need to have a source of water first. On the food thing, I made a DVD. I explained the whole thing. I've lowered that price to $20. And I think with the launch of the show, we should have free shipping on the DVD.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't have it, I've sold, you know, probably 200 or 300 of them or more over the last 2 years. It's a great DVD. I recommend it. We're going to set up a PayPal button so you can buy it. But food is essential. In fact, as far as Man of Truth is concerned, food will be more important than gold within the next 3 years. So people say, should I buy gold? I get this question almost every day. Should I buy gold or whatever? I say, food first. Mm-hmm. Food first. So Andy, food's critical. Just a synopsis really quick. You ought to store enough, at least a few months, for you and everybody that you love and care about. Mm-hmm. I go into tons of details on whether wheat, rice, oil, stuff like that on the DVD. But food's critical. Go for it now, Andy, for sure.
Okay. Second, we got Hey MOT from Doug. If you think the collapse is planned, who do you think's behind it and why?
Big question, Doug. I love MOT viewers, Jason. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's not like, hey, man, are we going to McDonald's or Burger King or raw food? It's
pretty
like
loaded.
Boom. Yeah, it's very loaded.
Uh-huh.
And one thing I love about this channel and going through YouTube and a lot of other things is these questions, and people have studied it for years. Is it planned? Well, as you know, I'm pretty heavy on the financial markets. And as far as the financial markets go, you look at tremendous debt. Cash for clunkers ends tomorrow night. Right? It's done billions of dollars, and 80 to 90% of dealerships have not received that money. People that study business know what cash flow means. Think if you're a dealer and you sold 100 cars.
Yeah.
And average $4,000 cash for clunker thing. So you got 100 times 4,000 times 10 would be 40,000. That's $400,000 that some dealerships are waiting to get reimbursed from the federal government. Right. They haven't got it. I think that's planned. Dealers are going to start going under. You know, a lot of people thought this recession's over. Now I was looking, Rubini says it could be double dip. As you know, Man of Truth, it's for sure de facto planned depression. So as far as the planning, I've watched it financially for 20 years. And yes, it is planned. It's very involved. You can watch some of my YouTube videos, but we're going to provide the, you know, cut to the chase stuff here. But yes, it is planned. And from my read, my holistic read of it, there's a lot of indications that it's planned for this fall. Mm-hmm. A collapse where there's going to be shortages of things that there could be even rioting and fighting about it.
Okay, well, thanks for that question, Doug. Hey, MOT from Deb. What do you see coming from now until October? Some people are talking about this being a red October. Might go along with Red Dawn, one of your favorite movies.
Yeah. In fact, we were watching Braveheart last night. I can't get enough of that. It's just like, I mean, Mel Gibson rocks. He rocks the world. He's just amazing. Okay, as far as, boy, as far as, like, just to that question again, I started thinking about Braveheart. I'm thinking about the little girl giving him a flower. So bring me back here.
From what are the most maybe the top 3 most important things going to happen in the next 2 months from now until October?
Okay, as many of you know, I've been watching the long bond a lot for many years. And it was 14% when I got out of Brigham Young University. And I just noticed a couple days ago it was 4.25%. Why is it so low? Why would people buy U.S. debt, lend money to the United States for 30 years at 4.25%? Well, the Fed, the Treasury, and they're artificially saying, let's buy $1 billion here, buy $1 billion there. It's keeping rates low. At some point, they're not going to be able to keep those rates low, and they're going to skyrocket. And I think that might happen this fall. So that's going to have tremendous financial consequences. At the same time, the dollar could be devalued and gold will just shoot past 1,000. Once gold, I think, hits 1,100, Jason, we're going to see 12, 13, 14, 1,500. In one of my previous videos, I predict 2,000. So gold and bonds, I'm watching those two things. And then tons of people are unemployed. So people don't have money to pay bills. So the financial calamity is pointing, from my viewpoint, to this fall, October, November timeframe.
Yeah, it's getting pretty heavy. Okay, another question. Hey, MOT from Pete. What are your thoughts on goji berries?
Goji berries. Pete, goji berries. Well, Pete, look. I happen to have a jar right here of goji berries, right here. And along with my cayenne jar, oops, there we go. Goji berries rock. They're super full of nutrition, vitamin C, and Pete, right?
Yeah.
Pete, our whole family's into them, and I like to eat them as much as possible. I mix it with raw chocolate. They're fantastic. I would grab some, and yeah, phenomenal.
All right. Unfortunately, we're running low on the Hey MOT show, so we're going to finish up with this last question from Kent in Sweden.
Kent.
He asked, should I prepare for catastrophe in the coming years, or should I live my life as I have for the past 20 years?
Good question. From which country?
Sweden. West Coast Sweden.
Sweden. Okay, answers from Sweden. Jason, your ancestors.
There we go.
Since you're my actual son there, are from Sweden also. Good question. The post office is bankrupt here in the United States. Even in mainstream media, they're talking about Medicare and Medicaid being going under right now, within 1 or 2 years. And, of course, we have this healthcare thing. And if they can't run cash for clunkers, how can they run cash for bodies for healthcare? So 20 years, forget it. 7 years, forget it. 5 years, forget it. We're talking about, I'm talking about the next year. And I think people should be getting ready right now. That's one of the reasons we launched this website, why the net's up and running and everything. So,
right.
No, you're a space cadet if you're thinking 20 years, 10 years, or 7 years. You need to be getting ready now efficiently and effectively. And I would like to be pretty much fully set up in the next, well, I've been fully set up for quite a while, but in the next few weeks, months. But no, within the year, we're going to see tremendous things happen.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in to the Hey MOT show. Just go ahead and post your questions in the manoftruth.org truth forum, and we can get to your questions next week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks a lot, MOT.
Rock on, Jay.
Rock on.
Take care of everybody. Drink water, hydrate.